King Channel TV here. We're going through a barrage of allegations levied against Fulton County, Georgia's DA, Fani Willis. And all we can say is, unbelievable. Her accusers have alleged dereliction of duty, improper relationship with appointed special prosecutor, conflict of interest, violation of her oath of office, misuse of taxpayers' funds, and so much more. We will briefly and in detail go through the alleging sources and their allegations. But first, click the video's like button, subscribe and follow King Channel TV, and click that notification bell. King Channel TV has produced several informative videos on the actions of this Fulton County DA and the Georgia legal system itself. From the governor signing into law Senate Bill 92, to the state of Georgia going after the 45th President of the United States, to prosecuting constitutionally created presidential electors, and the DA's aggressive move to send a man back to jail without the possibility of bail for publicly speaking about his case, which the Constitution grants him. See all of our videos regarding this matter in the section entitled Georgia Against 45. On Monday, January 8, Attorney Ashleigh B. Merchant filed a motion in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, on behalf of her client, to dismiss the grand jury indictment as fatally defective, and a motion to disqualify the district attorney, her office, and the special prosecutor from further prosecuting the case. Of course, we agree with Ms. Merchant labeling the indictment fatally defective, as the errors or flaws in it are of such gravity that they invalidate the document itself. These errors are even evident from a layman or an ordinary citizen's understanding, as you will see in our videos in the section Georgia Against 45. We will now review some of the allegations contained in Attorney Merchant's motion. She alleges the Special Purpose Grand Jury, the SPGJ, did not recommend an indictment or any charges against her client. The DA and special prosecutor made the charging decisions on their own. At the time the special prosecutor appeared before the SPGJ and assisted them, he had not filed an oath of office as a special prosecutor in any Georgia court, and was not under a valid employment contract with Willis. Willis and Wade have traveled personally together to such places as Napa Valley, California, Florida, and the Caribbean. Wade purchased tickets for both of them on the Norwegian and Royal Caribbean cruise lines. Sources close to both of them confirmed that they were romantically involved prior to Willis awarding a contract for legal services to Wade. Open records requests to Fulton County revealed that the district attorney did not obtain county approval to appoint the special prosecutor. The special prosecutor has never tried a felony RICO case, and based on his lack of experience in this type of felony, would not be qualified under Fulton County's standards to be appointed to represent any defendant in this case given the complexity of the charges. Since being appointed as special prosecutor, Wade has been paid an estimated almost $1 million in legal fees, while Superior Court justices make about $186,112. Also, DA Fani Willis was recently summoned to give a deposition at Wade's divorce proceedings. Please see the link to Attorney Merchant's full motion in the video's description.
Salacious allegations involving Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis raising brand new questions tonight. This is The Six. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Blair Miller. She's accused of an improper relationship with a fellow prosecutor, and she's being ordered to appear at his divorce proceedings. Nathan Wade is the special prosecutor hired by Willis's office to help in the case against Donald Trump. And the accusations could mean trouble for that case. Atlanta News first political reporter Doug Reardon is live tonight outside Cobb County Superior Court.
Doug, the summons requesting Willis's testimony was served just hours before a Trump co-defendant filed the motion alleging that there was a romantic relationship.
Right. Safe to say it has been a very busy week in this case. Now, those allegations include things like Willis's office paying Wade over $1 million over the course of his 3 years on this case, and that the two took lavish vacations together in that time period. And we suspected a lot of this came from divorce filings from Nathan Wade's case, which he filed just a day after he was given this job as special prosecutor. So we tried to get them, because that report that was filed on Monday includes no concrete evidence. But this was all we could find. When we went to the clerk's office in Cobb County Superior today, this was just it. The single piece of paper saying that his divorce case has actually been sealed since February of 2022. Attorneys today tell us that is highly unlikely for divorce cases. A loan document indicating Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade's divorce case is sealed from public view is all we could get from Cobb County Superior Court. On Wednesday, reporters trickled into the clerk's office trying to get a hold of the divorce documents that could confirm the shocking allegations filed by a defendant in the Georgia election indictment. Divorce proceedings are a highly unusual thing to seal, multiple attorneys told Atlanta News First. But the divorce paperwork seems to be the basis for defendant Michael Roman's filing, claiming his charges should be dropped because Willis and Wade were involved in a romantic relationship while Wade was in the employ of Willis's office and leading the prosecution of the indictment. Also this week, District Attorney Fani Willis was served a subpoena to testify in Wade's divorce case.
And I'm pretty sure that she feels she has nothing to hide, so she's going to go ahead and testify.
Attorney J. Edward Chip says whatever Willis says in her testimony could be used by Roman's attorneys to fight his charges.
I think it's a creative legal maneuver. You don't see this every day in which a person says this person had a romantic relationship, so therefore the case in chief is invalid. But hey, if it works, it works.
Our next source is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. In regards to dereliction of duty, the AJC writes, in September 2021, Willis asked the Board of Commissioners for $5 million to process unindicted murder suspects in Fulton County Jail. The commissioners gave her the resources to hire 55 additional staff members. This same year, she spent $736,196 in office renovations and furnishings. $793,825 was spent on equipment from two car dealers, Wade Ford and Brandon Motor Company. In 2022 and 2023, she spent $548,977 on professional services for Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. A year later, the ACLU of Georgia found that 515 inmates had been in the jail 90 days or longer, without an indictment. 83 people had been in custody at the jail for more than 1 year without an indictment. An inmate died at the jail after being held without bond, awaiting trial for 3 years and 10 months. While Willis impanels a special purpose grand jury to investigate her political adversaries, the Fulton County Jail continues to get worse. What's more, the Fulton County DA is required by Georgia law to impanel a grand jury to inspect the condition and operations of the county jail as to the general sanitary condition and the treatment of the inmates. Only 2 such inspections have taken place in the last 10 years. When one was scheduled for earlier in 2023, it was canceled because the booking of President Donald Trump took precedence. The HAC further writes that it will file a formal complaint against the DA with the Prosecuting Attorney's Qualifications Commission, known as PAQC, once their official procedures are in place.
Ms. Willis, when you allocate your resources towards political prosecutions, office renovations, and cars, you have to your job. You skip steps, and we are all in danger. And thanks to SB 92, that is sufficient cause for the PAC to justify your removal from office.
Despite all of the media, legal affirmations, and spoken public reactions, Fani Willis has remained mute. However, in a ceremony supposedly honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she spoke in the pulpit of the Big Bethel AME Church. Let's listen to some of her words.
23 special counsel is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attack one. Isn't it them playing the race card when they constantly think, I need someone from some other jurisdiction in some other state to tell me how to do a job I've been doing almost 30 years. Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things? God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years, run a private practice more than 20, represented businesses in civil litigation. I ain't done, y'all. Served as a prosecutor, a criminal defense lawyer, special assistant attorney general. How come God, the same black man I hired, was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not? Lord, now I want to be clear. all three of these special counselors are superstars. But I'm just asking God, is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements? What more can one achieve? The other two have never been judges, but no one questions their credentials. I'm just saying. God, you forgot to mention that my life and the life of my family would be threatened so regularly, I now think it's not normal if I don't have 2 death threats a week. God, you did not tell me that people would call me the N-word more than they call me Fani. You did not tell me as a woman of color, it would not matter what I did. My motive, my talent, my ability, and my character would be constantly attacked.
We don't know how all of this will come out. We do know that all of this has put a bad light on our state. It is as if our beautiful Georgia is in some type of captivity. Maybe this is justice for past deeds, who knows, but we do know the Lord moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. Not only has it put a bad light on our state, but also on all those whom we call women of color. Those of the Oversight Committee who would investigate Willis activities have stated that many of the rogue DAs are women of color. This, we cannot dispute. And the hardest hit of these women of color are those whose ancestry came through the Atlantic slave trade. We just can't continue to let those who have enslaved us, removed our heritage and our knowledge of who we are, use us as the rod of their anger, to bring about their works of iniquity. Of a truth, we will answer for every deed. Every man is judged by his works. This brings our video to a close. Please like and share the video, subscribe to King Channel TV and click that notification bell. Peace.